Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, finally we got some exact numbers of how many more missiles Russia has. Remember, I kept posting videos on certain reports coming from the United States, Great Britain and Ukraine's intelligence services telling us that the Russians are running out of missiles since April 2022. We are in November. We're going to be in December in about 8 days. So it's okay. They really didn't give us an exact number. Maybe a week ago they told us, oh, they had, I think, 500 caliber missiles. Now then they used 260 something, so they're halfway gone, done. And the rest were, reports were just, well, they're running out. They don't have them anymore. Almost done. Never gave you, oh, they have 3 and they used 2. They have 1 more. No, they never did this. Or at least I didn't find it. Now, Mr. Reznikov, who's the Ukraine's defense minister, he's one of the 4 little pigs in charge of Ukraine, to manage Ukraine in the name of Zimbabwe from across the Atlantic. He's the kosher one, like the other 3. He's going to tell us the exact number. So I'm so glad I have this number, because once I have this number, I will from now on count and check, and see how many are gone and how many more they have. Obviously, Russia probably produces in the meantime rockets and missiles, but at least we know the exact numbers. Finally, Reznikov. So this article comes from Ukrinform, and it is from today. Today is the 22nd of November 2022. Reznikov names number of precision missiles left in Russia. Thank God. Now, Ukraine's defense minister, Oleksiy Reznikov, has published an assessment of the remaining missile arsenal in Russia. I love it. According to Reznikov, as of February 23rd, 2022, so at the beginning, Russian forces were armed with about 900 Iskander ballistic missiles, 500 caliber sea-based cruise missiles, I told you the 500, 300 Kh-555 air-based cruise missiles, 370 Kh-22 and Kh-32 missiles, 500 Kh-35 missiles, as well as 8,000 missiles for S-300 air defense systems. We're not done. I think the one that, when I say here calibre and I say Kh, I think that's as well calibre, but they're air-based cruise missiles. The other ones were sea-based cruise missiles. Now, Russia also had 470 supersonic Onyx anti-ship missiles and 43 hypersonic Kinzhal missiles. So 43 Kinzhals, that means 3 days. Anyway, let's move on. It says here that as of November 18, there were 119 Iskanders, 229 calibers, 150 Kh-155 missiles, 120 Kh-22 and Kh-32 missiles, 356 Kh-35 missiles, 6,980 S-300 missiles, 347 Onyx missiles, and 43 Kinzhals left in the reserves of the Russian troops. So did you copy that? So they got 119 Iskanders, all right? Caliber, they have 300 almost. Actually, not 300, 230. And then they got the Kh, they got how many? 120, and then they got 356, and then they got the S-300s, the Soviet, the old ones, almost 7,000. And then they have 350 Onyx missiles and 43 Kinzhals. That's it. Now, let's see what this guy says. And I'm quoting, 4 enemies of the Russian missile arsenal: brilliant Ukraine air defense forces, incompetent Russian rocket forces, sanctions and time. Let's demilitarize the terrorist state in order to live in peace, Reznikov said. Yeah, peace imposed by whom, under what terms? Your terms? What about my terms? Anyway, since October 10, Russian troops have been carrying out massive attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructures. Invaders launch missiles and Iranian drones at power generation facilities and the electricity transmission systems. On November 15, the invaders fired more than 90 cruise missiles on targets across Ukraine. Ukrainian air defense forces intercepted 73. So, very good, it's about 80%, right? I would say. About 80%. Oh man, look at that ratio. Now, that's the first thing. And they tell us in another article from Ukrainska Pravda how many more attacks the Russians can sustain if they do what they did from the 15th, up the game. So it says here, Russia's missile potential running out. No shit. Enough for only 3 massive attacks left. So that's it. 3 more. That means like the 3 that we saw on last month. Not last month, last week and a half. And I'm quoting, as senior sources in the Power Alliance confirm, as of mid-November, the Russian missile potential was still enough for a maximum, that means could be 3, could be 2, maximum of 3 massive attacks similar to the November 15th. So maximum means maximum of 3, but could be 2, could be 1, depends on the... So 2 more, 3 more, and then that's it, we're gonna have peace. Peace forever. At the same time, the outlet notes that the Ukrainian air defense forces already managed to shoot down about 70% of missiles and Iranian-made kamikaze drones. So we already have peace. At the same time, Russia needs 14 to 16 months to restock its missile arsenal. So 14 to 16 months. All right. What do you think about that one? At least now we have numbers. So if we have numbers, we can also do this. When they said here, and that's very important, when they said here that Russia needs 14 to 16 months, so that's a year and 4 months, a year and 2 months, whatever, to restock its missile arsenal. If we consider that restocking is what they had at the beginning, that's the stock, so that means bringing back everything to what was before the 24th of February, we can easily calculate the production of Russian military industry, arms industry. Because if you do, okay, let's go and see here, for instance, for the first one. Let's say they have 500 Kinzhal, right? And now they don't have that anymore. They just have, no, not Kinzhal, I'm sorry, Calibro. Let's say 500 Calibro sea-based. And now they have 220, right? So let's say half were gone. So 220, in order for them to replenish 230, let's say 250. It's easier, maybe. 250 in, let's say, a year, right? You're gonna have what? 10 something, 12, 20 a day, 20 a month, I'm saying. How much is it? Yeah, 20 a month, 20, something like that. So you can also calculate how many more they will come. So if they do 20 a month, they can sustain... something is not wrong here with these guys. Because I don't think the Russians... but they calculated, obviously, the potential. But yeah, from 250 to have it done again, let's say in 10 months, if you just get 10 months to be easy, that means they have 25 a month. They make 25 a month. Now if you make extended it for about 50 more percent, 50% of that, so that would be, you get about 30 a month. Not even, not 30 a month, halfway. It's, let's say, about 10, 12 a month, something like that. I know the calculations are just general, but you get the idea. So 3 more attacks and that would be it. Gone. So good luck with that, and get your paperwork and get ready. Whenever you hear that they use 3 Kinzhals or 3 Iskanders, you check mark it, add it, and then you every month you add the production. These guys say they're capable of doing it. The problem is, you see, they do not produce in the same time. They don't produce in the same proportion, but that's another story. You know, like they say in 14 to 16 months they replenish the whole thing. That means they can, I mean, it's not like everything gets replenished. The rhythm, the ratio, how fast you build the rockets, the missiles, it's all the same in each kind, Kinzhal or Calibre or Iskander or whatever, S-300s. But anyway, they know best. So just get the numbers ready, and that means 3 more at the most, maximum 3 more attacks. At least we have numbers. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.